All right, let's talk about one of the most underrated combos in the kitchen, cabbage and ribs. This pairing might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you're planning a comforting meal, but trust me, it deserves a spot in your regular rotation. There's something about the way the hearty, earthy cabbage soaks up all the savory juices from the ribs that just makes every bite irresistible. I know what you're thinking. Cabbage? Really? It's not exactly the star of most dinner tables, and maybe you've only had it in slaws or as a side. But when you give it a chance to shine, especially alongside some rich, meaty ribs, it transforms into something special. But trust me, when you pair it with tender, juicy ribs, it's pure comfort food magic. The flavors meld together, creating a dish that's both rustic and deeply satisfying, perfect for a cozy night in or a family dinner. So, how do you master this classic? It's easier than you might think, and you don't need any fancy equipment or hard-to-find ingredients. Just a little patience and a few simple steps. First, let's talk ribs. You want pork ribs, baby back or spare, your choice. Baby backs are a bit leaner and cook a little faster, while spare ribs are meatier and have a richer flavor. Either way, you can't go wrong. Give them a quick rinse, pat dry, then season generously with salt, pepper, a little smoked paprika, and maybe a pinch of garlic powder. If you like a bit of heat, toss in some chili flakes or cayenne. The seasoning is where you can really make this dish your own, so don't be afraid to experiment. Now the secret? Low and slow is your friend. This is not a dish you want to rush. Let the flavors develop and the meat become meltingly tender. I like to brown my ribs first in a big, heavy pot. This step adds a ton of flavor and gives the ribs that irresistible golden crust. Just a couple minutes on each side, enough to get that golden edge and lock in the flavor. Don't skip this step. It's what takes the dish from good to great. Next, slice up a whole head of cabbage. Don't be shy, use green or Savoy cabbage. Both work beautifully here. Cabbage cooks down a lot, so it's pretty hard to overdo it. What looks like a mountain of cabbage will melt into a sweet, tender base for your ribs. Add in a chopped onion and a few minced garlic cloves for depth. These aromatics will infuse the whole pot with a subtle sweetness and a savory backbone. Now here's where the magic happens. Take those browned ribs out, set them aside for a moment, and get ready to build even more flavor. Toss your cabbage, onions, and garlic into the pot and give them a quick sauté. Let them soften and start to pick up some color. You want everything to pick up those tasty brown bits from the bottom. That's where all the flavor from the ribs is hiding, so make sure to scrape it up. Then nestle the ribs right back on top. Let them rest in that bed of veggies ready to soak up all the goodness. Pour in enough chicken stock to come about halfway up the cabbage. Not swimming, just a nice bath. The liquid will help everything braise and become tender. Add a bay leaf if you've got one. It adds a subtle herbal note that really rounds out the flavors. Cover it up and let everything simmer gently, low and slow for about an hour and a half. Check on it occasionally and give it a gentle stir if you like. You want the ribs fall off the bone tender and the cabbage meltingly soft, soaking up all those rich flavors. The aroma will fill your kitchen and make it hard to wait. Don't rush it. This is one of those dishes where patience pays off. The longer it simmers, the better it gets. Give it a taste, add a splash of vinegar or a sprinkle of fresh herbs right at the end to brighten things up. A little acidity cuts through the richness and makes every bite pop. And that's it. Ladle it up and you've got a dish that's hearty, satisfying, and way more delicious than you ever thought cabbage could be. Serve it with some crusty bread to soak up all those juices, and you've got a meal that feels like a warm hug. If you're looking for something cozy, simple, and packed with flavor, this is it. It's the kind of meal that brings people together and makes everyone ask for seconds. Cabbage and ribs, humble ingredients, unbeatable taste. It's proof that you don't need fancy ingredients to make something truly memorable. Give it a try next time you want to impress your dinner table, or just treat yourself. You might be surprised at just how much you love it. Thanks for hanging out with me in the kitchen. I hope you're inspired to try something new and delicious. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more home-cooked inspiration. Until next time, happy cooking!